Hello and welcome to Board Game Ninja. In this video we will show you how to play A Carnivore Did It by Horrible Guild. Crime is rampant in Faro Heights and the chief inspector has rounded up the suspects. They're all talking, but not all of them are telling the truth. Using logical deduction, you must crack the case. Find out who is lying and who the culprit is. But don't jump to conclusions. There might be more than one killer on the loose. You win by correctly identifying the culprit or culprits and satisfying all conditions of the case. A Carnivore Did It is a cooperative game for 1 to 5 players. Each case takes around 10 minutes to solve and the game is suitable for detectives aged 10 and up. The box contains 2,000 unique cases divided over 20 dossiers. The early dossiers range from normal 1 to 8, advanced runs from 5 to 12, and hard goes from 13 up to 20. Choose a dossier and pick one of its 100 cases. The dossier indicates how many suspect cards you need to place on the table. In this example, you place suspects 1 to 5 in a circle. The dossier also shows how many culprits you must unmask and how many statements are true or false. Sometimes this number is fixed, sometimes it is a range. In higher levels, you may not know the exact number in advance. The time limits printed on the dossier are mainly used in campaign mode, but you can also use them to evaluate your performance. Choose your case and slide the magnifying glass over the dossier so the selected case is visible in the window. The case number tells you which statement cards to use. Place the listed statement cards face down next to the matching suspects in the indicated order. When everything is ready, flip all statement cards face up. You are now ready to begin. Start the timer if you want to keep track of time. Solve the case through logic and deduction. The first step is determining who is lying and who is telling the truth. Always remember, a culprit can be telling the truth. Guilt and honesty are not mutually exclusive. Let's look at a short example that is not taken from the dossiers. There are 3 suspects, 1 culprit, and only 1 animal is lying. Suppose Peacock's statement were true. That would force Shark's statement to be false. Panther claims that someone shorter than 170 centimeters did it. Shark is 192 centimeters tall, so Panther would also be lying. But the dossier states there can only be 1 lie. Therefore, Peacocks cannot be telling the truth. Since Peacock must be lying, the other 2 must be telling the truth. Panther's statement that someone shorter than 170 centimeters did it is therefore true. Only Peacock fits that description, which means Peacock is the culprit. Each case has exactly 1 unique solution. Some statements require careful interpretation. If a statement says horse and bear are lying, it is only true if both are lying. Even if one tells the truth, the statement is false. If a statement reads Panther or Peacock did it, or both, it is false only if both are innocent. In cases with multiple culprits, some statements only need to apply to at least one of them to be true. And when a suspect refers to someone next to them, that includes both adjacent suspects in the circle. At higher levels, keeping track of all information can become quite overwhelming. Feel free to rotate cards or use pen and paper to structure your reasoning. When you are certain of your conclusion, carefully flip the dossier without moving the magnifying glass. The solution will appear in the window. Solving a single case is called open case mode. Simply choose any case and try to solve it. When you want more of a challenge, try campaign mode. In campaign mode, you must solve 8 cases in ascending dossier order. Take 1 case from the dossier and move on to the next. Time each case from the moment you flip the statements. If you solve it within the first time limit, you earn 3 stars. Within the second limit, 2 stars. Within the third limit, 1 star. If you exceed the final time limit or give the wrong answer, you must spend 1 badge to continue. You have 2 badges available. Each badge used will cost you 1 star at the end of the campaign. If you fail a case and have no badges left, the campaign ends immediately. After 8 cases, count your stars and subtract 1 for every badge used. How did you do as a detective? These are the rules for A Carnivore Did It. Unleash your inner Sherlock Holmes and never miss a single detail. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to this channel. See you soon. Bye!